This is just for highlights, just so you guys have everything. So we have an author, K. Rose, who has made claims that she has not proven. I just want to point that out. We have received receipts from the accused, but the accuser, the story keeps changing. And at this point, I mean, let's just give you the heads up. So we've got in our sector so far, we have the author K. Rose. We have a participant and volunteer and event coordinator for other things, Miss Angie. And then we have the event coordinator for SAS, St. Louis, Miss Amy. Okay? So in the previous videos, we went over the claims that K. Rose has made. She has claimed that their TPOs are filed with the sheriff's department, with the courts, with the this, with the that. Angie came back and said, clap, 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 not gonna happen, bitch. And said, here's the receipts. Here's my name. Here's your name on the Wisconsin courts government site. Nothing. She made the claims of having the TPOs to Amy, the event coordinator. She was asked, can you provide us a copy of those? Didn't happen. Has anybody seen the screenshots of all these hundreds of death threats? Now, by the way, previously, she claimed there were thousands. She downgraded that to hundreds. But yet, nobody has seen even one. No. In my opinion, K. Rose is out here slandering other people's names and reputations in a form of character assassination because she didn't get her way. She is throwing a toddler temper tantrum at adult levels. And what's more despicable is she, the person gaslighting and bullying online, is the one positioning herself as the victim and accusing the others of bullying her. Again, she might need to go look up Merriam-Webster's definition of truth, of bullying, of gaslighting. No, she just might need to go back to school and get an education, period, on how to deal with people. We're going to get into the third person's perspective. So after K. Rose has done this, Angie came out with all the receipts, put it all out there. And at that point, that is when Amy stepped up. So Amy had two posts that came out. The first one was from the 15th. The second one's from yesterday. Sigh. ETA. If you do see their post, be nice. There's enough bullying going around on the internet. And if you're here to be negative to her or me, don't do that either, please. Well, I only posted in my attending author groups and didn't name names, but looks like they did. So I'm just going to say that I had to ask an author not to come to Sassy in St. Louis. The reason I asked her not to is not the reason they are claiming online. It wasn't even mentioned in my communication with her, except when getting something clarified. My concern is that if you are so worried about coming to an event because you're receiving hundreds of death threats that you think you need police escorts, then I have to look out for the safety of the other authors, attendees, and volunteers. That's my number one priority. Not to mention, I am contractually responsible to the venue to provide a safe environment while using their facility. There is too much going on in this world for me to worry about someone coming in and doing something stupid to her or anyone else there. It would be irresponsible on my part. Does it suck to have to do it? Yes. Do I feel bad? Yes. But it doesn't change the fact that I need to look out for everyone's best interest. Even if she tries to make me look like a bad person by changing the narrative. She was fully refunded, all money paid, and even offered a bit extra. So if you saw her post, make sure you know both sides. That's it. That's all I have. That was from the 15th. After Angie came with the receipts, that then allowed Amy to be able to speak more because obviously there was information and stuff going on in the background that we all couldn't see. Obviously it wasn't online. So yesterday's post after Angie, she actually shares Angie's post with all the receipts and then has her content. She said, I stayed silent. I let my name be dragged by people who didn't know me and supported by the dozens who do. Thank you. Because I knew my truth, for asking an author not to attend my event due to death threats she was getting that could risk the safety of my attendees. She decided to tell others it was because I had a volunteer/friend who had a TPO against her and I'd rather her be there than the author, which is a lie. I had to go to my friend and tell her I didn't need her and there was no TPOs. Question mark? I was accused of so much and called so many things for protecting my SAS family because she, I'm entering this, K Rose, lied about what I said and lied about the TPOs. After I found out this info, I cried. Not sure if it was tears of relief or anger. You lied to me, then used my protectiveness against me. But needless to say, I know what's fucking best and you can respectfully go screw yourself. Bravo, Amy. So, all this in just the last few days is absolutely insane. Now, there's additional information. And God, I love this. The hotel sent a message that states very clearly, let's see. This is from the manager at the Illinois location that this other event is. The one that K Rose claims. Well, I'm not quite sure what she claims because she's claimed so much. 1 minute she got arrested. 1 minute she just got kicked out. One she was in handcuffs. One she got assaulted. One she's waiting in a hallway. So you just pick whichever flavor of Tic Tac you want of her version. But this is what the hotel came back with. Hi, Angie. I spoke with our director of security. He has searched our system and there are no incident reports coming up with the event name from 2017 to present day. Also, I will add our security has very rarely used handcuffs on anyone. In East Peoria, police are called and are involved. They may have, but it is highly unlikely our security would have used their handcuffs in most situations. I hope this helps. I am sorry you are dealing with this. I know how hard you and your committee have worked on this event and have grown it to what it is today. Please let me know if you need anything else. So that's the hotel flat out saying it didn't happen. And one of the commenters said, wow, this person who has made these claims is completely unhinged. I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. You're an incredible event organizer and all around good person. Yeah. So I'm sure I'll probably end up on that list. I just don't give a flying fuck. Because guess what? I tell the truth and I give my opinion. That's not bullying. You may see it that way. But honey, when you lie and your lies become known, people are going to call it out. That's not bullying. That's fact checking. Now, listeners, please don't go over and harass her because honestly, her narcissistic ass would probably enjoy it. Like, oh my God, so many people love me. Yeah. Oh. Like I said, I've had farts that matter more. This is what I'm going to tell you. All of this is happening publicly in real time. One person says she was removed because she disclosed restraining orders. The next one says it's because of safety concerns related to threats. Absolutely. And the third person involved says those restraining orders don't exist at all. And to what we have so far, that statement is also correct. This is a situation where someone claims they were unfairly removed. Or is it a situation where the story just keeps changing depending on who's telling it? We got receipts from all those except for the person whose story keeps changing. I'll just say this, because at some point, it all stops being about what was said and starts being about what can actually be backed up. What I will say is to be making claims online that you're getting death threats, but you never proved it. To make claims that you have active TPOs on people that the courts are saying don't exist. Phone calls have been made. Web searches have been done. Doesn't exist. I guess my question to you is this what your fiction really seems like in books too?